everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids, and this is my review of the Synology USB Station 2. Now, I've used a lot of network attached storage devices over my years of reviewing, but this one is something a little bit special, mainly because of the features and the price point and real functionality that it provides. Now, before I show you the device itself, underneath this paperwork, let's show you what else you get inside the box. You get a CD, user manual and some software. We get a quick installation guide, very well illustrated, shows you how to get everything up and running. Some extra information, and then this is the device itself. Now, while I'm showing you this, I'll let you know what it does. Very sort of lightweight device, extremely easy to position and set up and use. We've got some LEDs on the front here. We've got a disconnect button here, and round the back, this is where the business happens. We've got an input there for a power supply. We've got a Ethernet socket here, which is a gigabit Ethernet socket and 2 USB ports and a little reset switch. Now, what this enables you to do is you can connect 2 USB hard drives, so 2 external hard drives, and then share the content of those hard drives over your network. So you connect this into your router or your Ethernet switch, and those drives are accessible over all the computers that are connected to your network. It also works as a print server as well, and it is completely quiet in its operation, so a real fantastic unit. So I'm going to tell you about some more of the specs of this in a minute. Let me just pop that to one side, show you what else you get inside the box. You do get a power supply. Now, it's only a 2-pin one, so you need to buy an adapter if you're in the UK to use the power supply. And then in the back section here, they also supply you with an Ethernet cable. So everything you need to get up and running. Let's pop this packaging to one side and we'll tell you a little bit more about this. Now, I am going to be showing you an on-screen demonstration of the Disk Station Manager software, which is up to version 3 at the moment, and it gives you a fantastic user interface to control your hard drives and set everything up. And I'm going to just show you that now and then come back to show you exactly what I think of the USB Station 2. Synology supplies Disk Station Manager 3 with most of the products in their range. Now, this is a front-end user interface that enables you to set up your Synology products. The first thing you're going to need to do after you've connected your USB Station 2 to your home network is actually either install the Synology Assistant from the supplied CD or download the latest version from their website. This is the icon that you'll be presented with here. Now, this applies to either Windows or Mac based system, and all you need to do is double click on the icon. This launches a Finder application that scans your network for Synology products. As you can see here, it's already found the USB station that I've aptly named USB Station Geek. It also shows me the IP address and the status, as well as some other information. When we double click on that particular device, it launches my standard internet browser and takes me straight into Disk Manager 3 with this quick start welcome screen. Now, I can configure this either to show or not when I start up the software. The startup or quick start interface here allows you to do very quick and easy changes to your device. From here, I can click on this top panel, and to set up a server name I simply click here where it tells me to. And then this brings up a control panel where I can change the server name, set up various things for jumbo frame and DNS server and gateways, PPOE, wireless network, and also some tunnel information as well. I can close any window down at any time using the red X in the top right hand corner. I can then click on the next piece in the wizard, which allows me to set up the time of the unit. Again, I can position this window wherever I want and close it down with the red X. If I go back within this quick start window, I've got more options for creating a user and assigning privileges, accessing the files on my USB Station 2, and discovering more applications. If I go to close down the Quick Start Guide, it asks me if I want to show this window at next login. Well, I'm going to select yes. Now the main user interface here has got 4 icons down the left hand side. The Quick Start one was the one you saw at the beginning of this particular video. If I double click on File Browser, this actually shows me the USB Share 2 here. So this is the external hard drive that I've got connected to my device. If I click on Control Panel, this launches the main control panel window. I'm not going to go into every single option, but this top panel allows me to change some file sharing and privileges. Let's have a look at Win Mac OS. From this first tab, I can enable the Windows File Service, and I've also got some extra options underneath. I can also change the workgroup name and also enable Mac File Service as well. You can see here I've got an option for Time Machine, so I can actually choose my share and use it for Time Machine backup as well. Again, I can click the X to go right back out to the main window, or click the Home button to go back out to that main control panel. Just covering off the other options in this top area here, I've got settings for FTP, user access, shared folders and application privileges. It's in application privileges that I can control what other users can use on my USB Station 2. Under Network Services, I've got controls for DDNS, web services, auto IP blocking and also some terminal commands as well. Under System, I can change the language, the time, the notification, the network, external devices control, restore to defaults and also update the system. Let's have a quick look in external devices. In here it shows me what I've actually got connected to the rear USB 2 ports on the USB Station 2. You can see here that I've got one disconnected. It's a Maxtor One Touch 3. Its status is currently shown as normal. If I click on that icon to highlight it, I can actually get information about the drive. Here it shows me the various names, also the type of connection, the capacity of the drive and also the type of file system I'm using. Again, it shows me that the status is normal, so everything's working fine. I can also choose to format the drive, and I can do this in ext4, 3 or FAT32. Let's go back out to that home screen, and this last panel here is extremely interesting indeed. This is the applications. There's a multimedia database and a media server. In this media server I've got DLNA and Universal Plug and Play enabled, and that is great because it allows me to stream the content on that USB drive to things like my PS3 or Xbox 360. Let's go back out to the home screen. I've also got an iTunes server, so I could have a centrally stored iTunes library where all my computers could access the same library. The Audio Station application is absolutely fantastic. It supports music, internet radio stations and iPod playback with optional speakers. It's a very nice feature. There's also a download station, and this is an awesome feature on the USB Station 2. What it actually is it acts as a 24/7 BitTorrent client, so you can set a BitTorrent file downloading and then the USB Station 2 will take over the download. You can then switch your computer off and the download will continue. It's a really nice feature and it works very well. And last but not least, we've got File Station. In here I can enable HTTP and HTTPS access to the drive. So as you can see, Synology Disk Station Manager 3 allows you to very easily configure your USB Station 2 device. Now inside this little box there is a central processing unit that runs at 800 MHz. There's also a 16-bit DDR400 memory bus with 128 megabytes of memory. Now there's no hard drive capacity because you're going to add the hard drives in via these USB ports, but it will support up to two 2 terabyte external drives. As also mentioned, this is a gigabit Ethernet socket, so nice and fast. There's no fan inside, so it just runs on a very silent mode, and these vents aid with the cooling, so that's really good. There's no sound coming out of it. Now it offers up a lot of features. You can use this for streaming content, to your PS3 or Xbox 360. It's DLNA certified, so it will work with other devices as well, and it supports loads of audio formats. I'm not going to list them all here, but the main ones are AAC, FLAC, MP3, OGG, PCM, WAV, WMA, and the list goes on. It also supports a whole host of video formats as well. Again, too many to list here, but they include 3GP, M2T, M2TS, also M4V, MP4, MPEG 1, 2 and 4, .movie files, QuickTime files. Wow, the list is just so extensive. There's also image support for more or less all of the image formats you could throw at it. And there's also an iPhone and Android application called DS Audio, which enables you to stream content to your mobile device. Now, the networking protocols that it actually supports are CIFS, AFP, FTP, WebDAV and Telnet. So the highlights of the Synology USB Station 2 for me are the download station function, which enables you to use a BitTorrent client to download to your hard drives that you've got plugged into this device. I also love the audio station, and also the fact that I can stream to my PS3 from it. That's performed absolutely flawlessly. The USB printer sharing is a very useful feature as well, and the big standout point for this is the price. You can pick up a USB Station 2 for just £80 in the UK. Now, the regular price is £99, but if you shop around, an £80 bargain this is, because it opens up all of the content on your external USB drives to all of the computers on your home network. Now, there's no US pricing at the time of doing this review, but I would imagine that once it filters through to the US, it'll be round about the $110 to $120 mark. Well, thank you very much for watching. This has been my review of the Synology USB Station 2. Please do come back soon and check out more video reviews on the Geekanoids channel. This video review is sponsored by Crucial, the memory experts. They provide reliable PC, notebook and Mac memory to boost your system performance and improve your general workflow.